Step 3, you grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yeah. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Hairyman Hijinks in the morning. So glad you could all be here today. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm losing it. I barely got my coffee, so you gotta cut me a break there. I'm just one drink at least. Good to see you guys. Who's here? Is everybody here yet? I have a feeling like it's just going to be one of those draggy type of days. I don't know. I'm wearing my green, though. Nobody's going to pinch me for sure. For sure. And we need to bring in, guess who? Enzo.
Good morning, everyone.
How
on apparently Valentine's Day. I need to check my calendar.
I don't know what my mind on other things, of course, always. I caught myself. But I know I've been looking at Patty's Day stuff for like days now, and I still said that.
That's it. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone.
So cute. Look at them. Very, very
got
cute.
Got my Jamesons ready. Got my Tullamore Dew ready.
But a little bit early still. It's just a little bit. No.
You're still on Valentine's Day. What do you know?
That's what I know. My dad used to say that though. 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I suppose. I like that one. That one's cute. That's crazy.
Gonna have to rake all this up after the show.
So who do we got? Who do we got here? Who woke up just to hear me and you jabber jabber? I don't know who does that. Sharon, all the time though. Sharon, good morning. Yes, I am feeling much better. Thank you. I was just talking to Enzo about that. I'm like sore from all the coughing I've been doing. So hopefully that's all it is. And in a couple of days it'll be okay. If not, I might have to go to the doctor. But Jen, good morning. Jen woke me up with a text this morning.
Oh.
In all fairness, my alarm was about ready to go off, so it's okay. Old soldier, good morning. Beelin, good morning. Oh, unidentified Anthony is in the house. Good morning, sir. Thank you for coming to my show. You're such a busy man.
He is.
So busy. I'm like, show after
Well,
show after show. Dang, that's a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to put this stuff out, and
it does.
It's amazing. You know, he has so many things going on. So much quality. Okay, quality shows. Let me rephrase that. Love it. Great show. If you haven't checked out Unidentified S4, you guys have to go over there and subscribe and watch some of the guests he has and content. It's awesome. Oh, there's Enzo in the chat. Grasshopper.
Okay. That's the garbage man, I think.
It was my garbage man outside.
Oh.
It is Friday. I had to think about, did my kids get the garbage out? I don't know. Good morning, Brian and Chewy. There's another one you guys have to go hit that subscribe button for. It's awesome. You have to do it. Just do it. I think that's it. I think that's everybody. I know, B. I'm crazy. I did. I was going to say Valentine's Day. I know. I'm crazy. Oh, good morning, Suze. There's my sister. Check it in. She's the checking in. So, what are we going to talk about? Of course, St. Patrick's Day stuff. And I kind of did some of this on my show on Sunday. But we didn't really go into that. I really, the beginning part, I focused on the Irish Bigfoot. So that's what we talked about. But there was a lot of other stuff that came up, doing all that research. So I pulled up a bunch of stuff, and that's what we're going to talk about today and see what trouble we can get into. But first off, I really, really would like to thank everybody for all of the warm birthday wishes you gave me yesterday. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I have come to the age where it is, I don't make a big deal about my birthday anymore. I have everything I could possibly want, and I treated myself to Chinese food. That was my extent of my birthday, because my husband got me this new system. He bought my tickets to Washington. I was good to go, and so we made that that arrangement. I'm like, don't you dare get me anything. You've gotten me enough this last couple months.
I think it's funny how, I think I'm a little older than you, that you reach a certain age, it's like, I don't care anymore. It's a fire hazard putting all those candles on that, they can see that from the So yeah. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm not a cake guy anyway.
My youngest was like, I want to make you a cake. I go, no, I don't. I can't eat cake. Don't bring any sweets into the house. Because if you do, I'm gonna eat it. You know, just don't. It's okay. I'm good. And so she was a little disappointed because she wanted to make me a cake or a pie or something. But I mean, I appreciate it. I totally do. It's just I can't eat that stuff anymore, you know. And they do. They want to bring in all kinds of crap into the house, you know, because I'm the only one who diets, so they don't really see the impact
Right.
that it has on me. So, it's all good. It's all good. They didn't. They pretty much stuck to, you know, their thing. And my youngest was like, "Can I go to my boyfriend's house? Are you be okay by yourself?" And I'm like, "Yes, I will be okay by myself on my birthday." Because well, my oldest was here too, but she worked all night, so she was asleep. And of course, the hubby gets up early to go to work. So I did. I had a good day. I sat and I binge watched Netflix all day.
Wow.
And of course, my sister calls, you know, and we start talking right away about stuff. And I go, did you say happy birthday to me? And she goes, oh my God, that's what I called for. But immediately, you know, we just started talking about things. So it's all good. I can remember when it did matter, you know, when if you know it did matter, but now it's just great that I had so many people on my page, and there was something I had to show you because I thought it was so cute. I hadn't seen it before, and my friend Leon Thompson sent me a video, and it was so cute. So I thought I needed to share it with you. So, oops, that's not the right one. Here we go. So this is what he sent me.
It's your birthday today. It's your birthday today. Nikki! Rock and roll and celebrate. Celebrate, we lose control and you cut the cake. The night is yours. Destiny awaits. Oh, wait, so share toast with your closest mates. It's your birthday today. Nikki! It's your birthday today. Nikki! Grab your goodie bags. Open your gifts. Blow out your candles. Nikki!
Wow. That's a high energy song right there.
I know. I was like, oh my goodness.
I like the guy karate kicking the cakes. That was great.
Oh my gosh. I laughed. I must have watched it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times in a row, you know, when I got it. It's funny. It's funny. So thank you, Leon, wherever you are, probably asleep because he's an hour ahead of us. So yeah, so that was cute of him. Appreciate it totally. So let me get rid of that and bring up something else that we can talk about. So, St. Patty's Day. Do you celebrate it? Do you go out and have green beer?
Celebrate. More of a Irish whiskey guy on this day with a little of that, but
because I remember
it's
we used to make a big deal about it, you know, always go out to the bars and have a few green beers and corned beef and cabbage. And this year I didn't buy any because I wasn't feeling it, but I usually do make it. My husband doesn't really care for it. One of my kids does, one doesn't. So it's not like a real big deal. I have to be in the mood though, and I wasn't feeling it this year. Go figure.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
It's not like the corned beef and cabbage is a big fan favorite for the family anyways. It's for like at my house, that's actually what we always had on New Year's Day.
And that's what I heard. A lot of people talking in a chat, I think it was yesterday, that they did the corned beef thing for New Year's. And I had never heard that, It was always been ham dinner for us.
At my family, we did the corned beef and cabbage, and hidden in the big bowl of cabbage, which is the part that us kids always hated, was boiled cabbage. My parents would always hide had this old silver dollar that was hidden inside of there, so you had to get at least one scoop out of the cabbage, and if you happened to get the silver dollar, that meant you were supposed to have good luck for the rest of the new year.
Oh wow. Okay.
And you didn't get to keep the dollar.
You had to turn it back in.
Yep. Got to turn it back in for next year.
Well, yeah, no, I've never done any kind of tradition like that. At all. Although my mom was always big on, okay, dress in green for school or whatever, so we did do that. And I have a bucket, a whole tote full of hats and necklaces and all kinds of garland and stuff for St. Patty's Day for stuff we have had parties. And I went out to the garage to, dust it off for today so I could wear my hat and my beads and everything. I went out there and I'm looking. I can't find them anywhere. And I have a really full garage because we use it as our storage. And I look up and it is like way up. My husband threw it where our garage has one of those shelving things up in the top.
Right.
So really high. It was the only thing up there. That was the one I needed, and there was no way I could get it. So I was like, dang it. Okay. Because, yeah. So there's my stuff, nice and safe, way up where I can't get to it.
Secure for next year.
I go, you couldn't put your stuff up there. You had to throw my stuff. But yeah, it's there. It's safe. Okay, not a big deal. Maybe I'll tell him tonight. No, I won't tell him tonight because then he's going to try to go over there and dig it all out and it's too late anyway. So
yeah, you can't do that on the day of.
I know. See, that's the whole issue, right? I should have told him like last week, don't forget to get that down for me. But I don't know. So 30 fun facts about Ireland you should know. I don't know any fun facts. So the first one, well, we all know Guinness beer, whiskey, you mentioned, castles, hills. That's a biggie there. But let's see. The first one listed is the longest place name in Ireland. Holy crap. Okay. Muckenag Hederdalhalia. Muckenag Hederdalhalia. Halia.
No idea. So it would be Muckana Ederada Halia. Halia.
Yeah. I bet you they just call it muck.
Yeah, you just probably do. It's like, I'm going to the muck.
They have to, right? What the muck? Kaiju says, what the muck?
Exactly.
Call it muck. Yeah, we agree. We all agree. Call it muck. Funny. Irish Gaelic translate as piggery between two expanses of briny water. Wow.
I'm glad they shortened it down to just whatever that name is.
Oh my
It's
goodness. Though
a
it doesn't
piggery.
come close to the longest Welsh place name. We still think it's long enough and confusing enough. To be exact, this one word place name is 22 letters of goodness describing a boggy peninsula where no one lives. Interesting, though. It is.
Sure,
One
that's
more
where we
time.
get muck from.
Muck. Oh, yeah, huh? Muck and heterata halia.
Wow.
Anyway, so
You know, like when you're like in the third grade and they have like the class spelling bee to see who competes for the school level. You sit there all confident and they throw that word out. You're like, not gonna make it. Not gonna win this year.
oh, that's a good. Kaiju says luck of the muck.
Luck of the muck. There you go.
That's nice. I like that. Clever. Halloween is Irish. So one of the Ireland facts you probably didn't know, it says, what? Nope. This is one of those cool facts about Ireland that is true. Halloween may have Christian ties with All Hallowtide beginning, a 3-day veneration of the dearly departed, but Halloween traditions, as we know them, begin with the Celtic festival of Samhain. The Old English, this means summer's end. It features bonfires, terrifying masks, even more terrifying turnip lanterns, and amateur, I don't know, turnip lanterns. Yep. I thought I read it wrong, but
Wow.
no.
No?
And amateur dress ups. So cool.
Wow. Who knew?
If they celebrate it. Yeah, I didn't. I actually thought, well, I did know, the All Hallow Tide stuff and that stuff. And I have heard of Samhain before. I've heard people say that.
Yeah. Didn't know it was Irish. That's pretty cool. I would have thought there'd have been more like banshees and will o' the wisps and stuff like that integrated in somehow.
Yeah, for sure. Just reading real quick. Eric from Paranormal Highway is in the house. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Number 3 lists St. Patrick wasn't Irish. What? Boom. Where's it? See? There it is. Mind blown. Not at all. He was a regular Romano-British person kidnapped and sold into slavery by Irish raiders at the age of 16. At some point, he escaped and returned as a missionary to convert the Celtic
Polytheists
of Ireland. His life story is shrouded in mystery, but one thing's for sure, he wasn't Irish. Okay. Yeah, that kind of ruined everything for me.
It's it. It's all a sham.
1 second. I have a DOD alert coming through my phone.
Uh-oh. As long as it doesn't start with like take cover. Incoming balloons.
Okay. No, it's just, we signed up for all that stuff, military stuff, and then I never took it off when we retired. So I get all the things. No, it's just a training mission. But it's good because then I know when not to go on post, because when they have road blockages and stuff. Anyway, okay, so we got through that one. For more Irish people live outside of Ireland than in Ireland. I guess so. You know,
How does
they
that
want to
work?
leave. It's kind of a
You
smaller
want to get the hell
place.
out of there.
So, 18, they're out. I'm outsies, going to America, going
I'm going to go
Europe.
somewhere where I can pronounce the names of places.
I can believe it, I guess,
I watched a live stream where it was an Irish guy, but he was in Australia. So they were trying to figure out what time it was for him. And they're like, wait, what? You're Australia?
Yeah. You don't know, if people, well, before pandemic, people traveled a lot and went around. Things kind of died down, but I think things are picking back up now and traveling is getting easier.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite crazy fun facts about Ireland, hard to believe. From around 1700, between 9 and 10 million Irish-born people immigrated. That's way more than Ireland's highest population of 8.4 million during the 1840s. So today, around 80 million people worldwide claim Irish descent, including more than 36 million Americans. There's even a government position dedicated to the Ministry of State for the Dysphoria of International Development. Huh. Well, there you go. There's a lot of stuff I'm learning.
Yeah, my kin came up before World War I started, so it was like in the 1910 or so is when they immigrated to the U.S. So my father's side is Scott Irish. My father's side is Scott Irish. My mother's side is German Italian, which means I'm a mutt. But technically got a little Irish.
Oh, what lies? It's all lies. Watch, now the government is going to say they're all Sasquatches. What else? Irish Raelian. Kaiju says Irish Raelian. Oh, okay. So, number 5, know your Irish pub etiquette.
Ooh.
This sounds
Watch out for party foul.
Okay, so this isn't one of those diehard facts about Ireland, but more of a fun bar one. If someone buys you a drink, you buy them a drink back. That makes sense. If you're in a group, drinks will most likely be purchased in a round. Well, that's kind of normal, right?
That's just good courtesy right there.
Yeah. One person buys everyone's drinks when it comes to your turn. Do your duty. The round is sacred, sometimes considered Dublin pub and Galloway pub etiquette. I guess that could get kind of spendy if you have to do a round.
I guess, and maybe that's like the root of the Irish goodbye, where you just duck out the back. It's like, all right, I'm up next. Hang on, let me go out to the car. I'll be right back.
Oh, I gotta go. Time to leave. Yeah, that it can get kind of spendy. That's for sure. Number 6, students shouldn't stand under the bell at Trinity College. Ooh, why? Bad luck? So, called the Campanile, this little architectural feature on the grounds of Trinity College is a lovely sight. But if you're a student of Trinity College, you'll be staying away. Superstition states that if you pass under the bell before you graduate, you will fail.
Wow.
You shouldn't even stand near it. Another legend states that the bell rings automatically if a virgin stands under it.
I'm going to guess that bell has not rung in a long time for that purpose at a college.
Wow. Well, somebody's walking underneath it right now. I see somebody in the picture.
Fail.
You're out of here. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I guess every place has
like-
superstitions, you know. about
I
stuff.
like little superstitions and legends like that. Those are great.
You know, like I know at my college there was a specific, we had a big old lumberjack because I went to NAU, and you know, it was good luck if you
Paul
went.
Bunyan, you.
Give him a nice little kiss, you know, on his foot there. So people used to do that. Not me. Mm, 7. The shamrock isn't a symbol of Ireland. It's not.
What? Don't
Mind
listen,
blowing,
little guys.
man.
Don't listen to her. She's lying.
Okay, it says here that this is probably one of those facts about Ireland you didn't know. Okay, what's that word?
The anglicized form of Seamrog.
Seamrog, which simply means young clover. The shamrock isn't anymore a national symbol of the Republic of Ireland than Guinness is. It's linked to St. Patrick, who often depicted preaching while holding a shamrock. The real symbol, a harp, a Gaelic harp, is, to be precise.
Which you will see on a bottle of Guinness.
But, you know, America commercializes everything it possibly can. So
yeah,
that's how that happens. You know, for sure. I mean, you can't. Dollar store, Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, they are just loaded full of every holiday thing a month in advance, you know, or more.
Oh yeah.
Because I know it hadn't even been Thanksgiving yet, and there was Christmas stuff out this last year. And it's crazy.
It's earlier and earlier every year.
Right. Number 8. Ireland is named after a goddess. Huh. It just looks so green there. So green. Oh, in Old Irish, she was known as Iriu. How would you pronounce that? These are hard.
That sounds right. Ariu.
You. In modern Gaelic, it's Erie. That's exactly the same name as Ireland is known in the mother tongue, Erie, with her sisters Banba and Fodla. What was part of, I'm probably butchering these names, but I don't know, triumvirate of goddess that looked out for the general well-being of the ancient island nation. Even Banba and Fodla are sometimes used as poetic names for Ireland.
So for the original line up there in modern Gaelic, it's probably pronounced Ire. And then, of course, it's Ireland. So that makes sense.
Oh, Ire. Got it. That's why I have you here. Thank you. 9. Ireland has won the Eurovision Song Contest more than any other European country. I think there's a movie about this.
Really?
If I'm not, it could just be a movie though of a girl, or is it a? Shoot, now I think there's 2. I better not say because I don't know, but it seems to me there was a small fishing village. Some kid goes off to the city to do this Eurovision competition. So, Eurovision lovers, is this one of those Ireland facts you knew? If you don't know what that is, Eurovision is a song and dance extravaganza where all the nations of Europe try to out-cheese each other with pop songs. Ireland has won a record-breaking 7 times, and it's also the only country to win it 3 times in a row. It seems Ireland
Wow.
knows a thing or two about pop ballads.
That's true. I mean, those
Yeah,
old
man.
like sea shanty type songs and stuff like that, a lot of them have Irish roots.
Yeah. I like it. I like the sound of their traditional music. You can see the northern lights in Ireland.
Yes, you can.
Wow, if that picture is real, that's awesome. You
A
never
couple
know
weeks
these
ago,
days what's real anymore.
yeah. A couple weeks ago, we had a big burst from the sun, and it spread much further south. But Ireland's very far north, latitude wise, so you can
Yeah.
easily see it. And actually, I love this picture because I've been to Alaska many times, and I've seen the aurora borealis many times there. And the weirdest part is because it looks like it's something that's alive because it's moving in this weird rhythmic kind of way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And what's really weird is when you get days like this in this picture where there's some low clouds and it's really bright, it looks like something alive moving behind the clouds. It's super creepy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's one of those things I think
Oh,
everyone should go check out at least once, venture that far north to check it out. For me, it was when I first saw them for the first time, it was one of those moments where it's like, wow, I'm a small, insignificant speck in the universe, just seeing something this big that takes up the entire sky. The northern tier of like the U.S. and of course Canada, of course, can see it fairly well for the U.S., but it's usually not like this. It's not that bright, but you got to go a lot farther north to see it very well. Ooh.
Sue's dad's calling. You better go answer it. Let's see. What does it say about it? If you don't feel like spending your inheritance on a trip to far-flung Finland or pricey Iceland or Norway, well, a little-known fact about Ireland is that you can see the northern lights from its Atlantic island. I think it's like a big tourist destination, for Europe, right?
Yeah, it is. It's one of those because they have a lot of large areas that are. It's sort of like how like northern Scotland is. Those the Highlands, heavy mountains in certain areas and stuff like that, but not quite as mountainous. But it's still a lot of just wide open country that's not heavily settled. So you get those majestic, low rolling green hills. And stuff like that, and it's pretty wild.
One second. Make sure everything's okay. Ireland was neutral during World War II.
And to be fair, a lot of smaller countries like that. A lot of smaller countries like that were neutral in it because they had. Ireland is a small country, nothing against Ireland, but it's not like they have giant industry where they can start cranking out planes and bullets and all of that stuff. So there were plenty of other folks between them and where Germany was that they're like, hey, don't worry about us. We got no dog in this fight.
Yeah.
Leave us be.
It remains neutral and it isn't even part of NATO. So, and 12, Guinness isn't the only drink available. Bushmills.
There's always whiskey.
Irish whiskey.
There's Bushmills. That's the only one I don't have. Surprisingly, no.
does it say? Guinness is famous, but on a trip
it's
to
good stuff.
Ireland, you can try more drinks than just that. I could never really drink that thick stuff.
It is like a
Um,
liquefied loaf of
there's
bread. It's just like, it sits so heavy in you.
stout. Now, to be fair, I only tried it early on, like in my 20s, and I didn't like it, so I never tried it again. And I do know that my tastes have changed since then by far. So I should try it again because maybe I like it now. I don't know. I tend to really like more wheat, you know, ales and lagers. So, but I
When
don't
I
know.
do drink
Maybe
beer,
I would
I
like.
like I like stouts like that. Just the thicker the better. I love them.
Uh, ah. It says here there's Murphy's, another stout like Guinness established in 1856. There's a whiskey in the form of Jameson. Um, Bushmills, the oldest Irish whiskey since 1608. Wow. Um, there's Bulmer's Irish cider. I do like ciders.
I bet you that would be good.
1935. Yeah, I do like ciders. That's for sure. So here is, but the land the company owns is on a 9,000-year lease. Wow. Is on a 9,000.
Of course, there's the harp we were talking about earlier.
The what?
So
The
there's
harp.
the harp
Yes,
that we
yes,
were
you're right.
talking about earlier.
Yeah. 14. Ireland has its own Olympics.
Ah.
I didn't know that either.
I'm just thinking of what would some of the Olympic events be? The pub crawl. Yeah. Just being silly.
Ireland, yes, its own Olympics, claimed to predate the actual Olympics, called the TM Games. TM Games. This dates back to at least 1600 BC and is famous edition of funeral games, athletic competitions held in honor of a recently deceased person.
The classic
Wow.
Irish wake, where you celebrate the person's life rather than be dour and mourn them passing. You celebrate everything about them with all of their friends and everyone talk about how great their life was, which I love that idea.
Yeah. Huh. But hadn't heard of it called that. So.
Oh.
Yes, Guinness World Records is related to the Guinness. Oh, who figures that? I didn't. This is another one of those fun facts about Ireland. This began thanks to the awesomely named managing director of Guinness at the time, Sir Hugh Beaver. He went out shooting with some buddies, missed a shot, and got into an argument about what was the fastest game bird in Europe. Okay. Later that evening, they tried to confirm the answer in reference books, but realized it was impossible. Realizing people had these kinds of debates in pubs nightly across Ireland, he decided that the idea of a record book would settle these debates. So the original Google was born in 1955.
Look at that. That's great.
That's how Guinness Book came about. Wow. Yep. That's it. And now they go all over the world.
Yeah.
Ireland currently has a record-breaking prime minister. Okay. Why? Leo Varadkar, born in 1979, became Ireland's prime minister in 2017. Not only is he the youngest prime minister the country has ever ushered into power, but he is also the first of Indian heritage. To add more to this first list is Leo is Ireland's first openly gay party leader and prime minister. Wow, they should have a picture of him. They don't have a picture of him.
I know that. Very progressive. It's good.
Yeah.
That is pretty young.
They must have
1979. I was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. And what was it? I was going to say something else, and I lost my thought.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, they probably hold very long terms too. That's what I was going to say. I don't know.
9,000 years. Oh.
Oh, crap. Not good news. Okay, so the O in Irish name means descendant of. Oh, I didn't know that either. Interesting. Descendant of. My sister is an O'Brien. She married an O'Brien. So probably a zillion surnames. Yeah, son of Brian. That is cool to know.
It's not O'Malley. That little corner of Europe is fairly similar, like all like the Nordic countries and Iceland and stuff like that. Like Eric's son is the son of Eric. Iceland goes like a bit further where they'll have their last name is like their father's first name, and whether you're a daughter or a son. So, you know, it's actually like Eric's daughter, Dotter, at the end, if you're the daughter of your father's name was Eric, that kind of thing. So that kind of thing is not unfamiliar to that part of the world, for sure. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know that about Ireland, where that's what the O was supposed to represent.
Yeah, I never knew. But now I'm going to say that to my brother-in-law.
Son of Brian.
Yeah, son of Brian, what are you doing? It'll be funny. It will. And Mac means son of.
Ah, there it is.
Mac. So descendant of and son of. And Fitz is of Norman origin, meaning son, which is Latin Phyllis. Interesting. What's that? There are no snakes in Ireland. I did know that because I read that, I think, on Sunday. No snakes because St. Patrick drove them all away. So there you go. New Grange is older than Stonehenge and the Great Pyramids of Giza.
Ooh.
Wow. I didn't even know about this. I mean, I never heard of it. Is it just
I didn't realize
a wall?
It was that old. No, I'm just going off the seat of my pants here, but as I recall it, that whole dome, that hill there, is the inside of it is like a I think the explanation is it's like a granary. They'd store grain and stuff like that in there over the winter months.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. Let's see what it has to say here.
Let's find out. It says a prehistoric monument in County of Meath is Amazing Passage Tomb that dates back to the Neolithic period. We're talking 3,200 BC. That's older than Stonehenge, which dates back to 3000 BC. The Giza pyramids were built in 2600 BC. It's not just old but impressive. A big circular dome, 76 meters in diameter, complete with a stone-walled burial chamber. Though sealed for actual millennia, it has featured in various Irish folklore and mythology since construction. So it's a burial
I was
chamber.
very wrong. It's an actual tomb.
Yeah. Huh. Stone-walled burial chamber. Cool. Not everyone in Ireland has red hair. You'd be, well, that kind of makes sense. You'd be surprised, but seriously, the world's shifting fact about Ireland is yes, not everyone has red or ginger hair. Only about 9% of the population has redheads. It's just a stereotype.
As I recall, there's a large population that have like jet black hair, which dates back to like the 1500s or 1600s time frame, where the Spanish had sent this armada around to attack somebody up in there, and really got smashed, and they escaped on their ships. But their ships were falling apart as they were rounding Ireland, so they just stopped off there and integrated into the population. So everyone you see with like that jet black hair are descendants of them.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. It's one of the world's biggest movie stars. What, this cliff right here?
So I don't know what they're referring to.
Let me see. Yes, the entire country is what I'm referring to in this fun fact about Ireland. The cliffs of Moher have featured, in Harry Potter, the beach of Curracloe Strand was the D-Day landing scene in Saving Private Ryan. Scenes from 1969 Italian Job were shot in Kilmainham, Galway, Dublin, and the island of Skellig Michael and its ancient settlement was famously in Star Wars, The Force Awakens. So
I think that was the island that Luke escaped to.
Oh, where they have that fight scene on it? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's where Luke took refuge from everyone else, left all of his buddies hanging. I'm not a fan. But where you see him teaching, it's where he famously receives his own lightsaber and just chucks it over his shoulder. That was an island, little island.
Oh, okay. The place the most pubs per person is in County Mayo. Excuse me. The most pubs. Though you may instinctively be thinking of Dublin as the place where the highest pub to person ratio, it's County Mayo. Yes, Dublin's 722 pubs mean one pub for every 1,600 people in the capital. But with 373 pubs in all, Mayo has one pub for every 323 people. Dublin doesn't even have the most pubs. County of Cork has nearly 1,000.
Wow.
Nearly 1,000 pubs. And
Cork,
some of
those things are hundreds of years old.
Yeah, right. Old buildings. But man, that would be, because I mentioned that on Sunday that, oh, I'd love to go to Ireland and do a pub crawl, just visit all the pubs. And he was,
1,000.
yeah. Um,
Even if you just go in and take like one shot and go to the next one, you're going to be destroyed before you ever got
yeah, he
partway
says
through
you're
it.
going to be here a month. Just keep doing that. I was like, oh, I'm going for fun. Derek said, yeah, I don't think that'll work. So one of Ireland's most charming towns is abandoned. It says the glacial valley of Glendalough is one of the most beautiful places in Ireland. My voice is going. There are 2 mirror-like lakes and a nature in abundance. Hidden there is an old monastic settlement, and no one lives there. It's not really a town, to be fair, but St. Kevin founded its collection of buildings where monks used to live in the 6th century. It's not hard to see how people this spot became a site of religious contemplation. To get there, renting a car in Ireland and exploring these hidden gems is best. So, okay. Irish Gaelic is the first official language of the Republic of Ireland. Do you know what St. Patrick's true name was?
No.
Maewyn Succat. Succat. Maewyn Succat.
Maewyn.
Yeah. And did you know Bram Stoker was Irish?
Oh, I didn't know that.
The author of Dracula. Yep, I guess he was
Yeah.
Irish. And the Romans referred to Ireland as Hibernia. I forgot I had more fun facts in front of me here.
Fun fact.
More fun facts. That was a lot to choose from. Okay, I already said that one. This one is, and Irish words are amazing. Irish words. Yeah. Strand Street. Stranatra. I don't know. We needed Derek here to pronounce this stuff.
Yeah, you do need a translator.
Pretty much.
Or maybe it makes more sense if you've had more to drink.
Good morning, y'all. The real name of St. Patrick sounds like he was from Wales. Where did we say he was from?
I thought you
St.
said he
Patrick?
was from Wales. He was Welsh. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Robert. That's where he was from. He's not Irish. I'm focused on the not Irish part. It says here not necessarily one of the best facts about Ireland, but we can't help ourselves. Not necessarily Gaelic, but words used by many Irish people daily are pretty awesome. So we thought you should get to know a few. There's crock. It's pronounced crack, as in what's the crack? Or good crack, good fun. Or grand. Yeah. Grand is what they say instead of good or okay. I'm grand. There's fair play, which is like saying well done. Or Egypt, which is good one. Oh, idiot. Like idiot.
Yeah. Egypt. It's you're saying idiot, but it's done so quickly that it sounds like that J in there for when you're coming off of the D. So
yeah.
Egypt. I know this because I've been called that
It's very
many
hard to
times in the past.
understand. Um, I think it's hard to understand, but it's still fun to listen to. You know, it's still, I like to hear them talk, but I'm like, I have no
Oh,
idea
yeah.
what he just said. When Derek gets talking really fast, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what he just said.
There is something funny
Yeah.
about it. It's like, it's the same. We share the same English language, but it doesn't sound anything like what you hear
Anything.
when you walk
Yeah.
around downtown.
Yep. Yeah.
Have you ever
Slow
seen
down.
I don't even know if it's still out there, but YouTube used to have, there's a thing called the Try channel, TRY. And all it was a bunch of Irish folks that they'd get like weird candies and snacks from other parts of the world. A lot of them like weird US flavors. People would send them stuff and they would try it on the air, kind of a thing, and give their opinions of it. And it was just a riot listening to them going off about how awful stuff was, and especially spicy stuff.
Well, you know,
They don't do a lot of
funny
spice over there.
it's funny you say that because Derek was actually putting together a package for me and Jeff from Pine Island. He's sending us some stuff so that we can do a taste test online. So we can do a
There
show
you go.
about that. And things got crazy because something with the postal service over there had to shut down. So he was waiting for things to mellow out so that, because they weren't allowing any packages in or out or something like that.
Huh.
So he was waiting for things to settle down. He says, meanwhile, I'll just keep gathering more stuff and because he's making 2 packets, you know, one for Jeff and one for me. So that's going to be interesting to see what he sends for us to try. But more people speak Polish than Gaelic in Ireland. Actually, I think Damien K is from Poland and lives there in Ireland. I think all of you know who I'm talking about. Here's just the numbers. Just over 82,000 people speak Gaelic outside of school, and 119,000 speak Polish at home. Gaelic is the 3rd most spoken language.
Huh.
Comedy is a big deal. You have to have a sense of humor. Dark, dry comedy is a thing in Ireland. The 90s favorite, Father Ted, to 2016's Dairy Girls, but characters in compromising situations where no one ever ends up better off than they were before. It's genius, and you need to experience it. So they like dry humor.
Not familiar with any of those shows, but I'd check it out.
Yep. There's a ton of marine life just off the coast of Ireland. Seals, puffins, basket sharks, sea turtles. So that's good.
Yeah.
Those Greenland
way
sharks
that,
are kind of scary looking.
Oh, yeah. It's the way that the circulation for the Northern Atlantic goes right up past there. It's kind of like where Ireland is, kind of where everything kind of turns around and cycles back south. So they get all kinds of wacky stuff in there.
Let's see. It's not Southern Ireland. It's only Northern Ireland and Ireland. So I guess it's at the border. Maybe they're showing the border right there. It's Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. After a long history of being entwined with probably more correctly British rule, Ireland fought a guerrilla war against its overlords and gained independence in 1922. That's not really that long ago, you know, if you think about it.
It's not.
the northeastern portion, historically populated with Ulster planters, the colonists of English and Scottish origin, decided to opt out, supporting the Union and remaining part of the UK. The rest is history, confusing, messy history.
Yep.
Quick Ireland travel tip. Hello and thank you in Gaelic. Oh, now it's just saying they use the euro. They grant 90-day visas. Expect a lot of weather, rapid shifts. Best time to travel. My favorite time is September, when the weather is cool and there's low crowds. A whole travel guide. So that was interesting.
Yeah, very cool.
For sure. There we go. Hope you guys all enjoyed that little bit of Ireland for you. Some nice facts there. Some weird facts. Some that I totally had no clue about too. But
No.
just looking at the chat real quick. There's a YouTube. Oh, let me just put it up since I'm on here now. There's a YouTuber from Ireland that talks Irish Gaelic sometimes. Many of their slang terms in English come from the Irish language. Yeah, I can see that. Huge beavers. Do they have huge beavers?
Is that someone's name? Hugh Beaver?
Hugh Beavers. I didn't know if he meant huge or Hugh. I don't know what the conversation was. I don't know. What's this one? Don't forget to boop the love button. Yes, please. Thank you. Hit that like button. Give me a comment. Leave a comment. And hello, Miss LeBlanc. Thank you for coming, Miss Dilly. Robert came in, and there was somebody else I know came in. Don't know. Old Spirit Art. I saw you. I seized you. I saw you here. So happy you guys could come and join us for. It's that hour came and went very fast.
Yep.
Very fast. Do you have anything going on this week?
Later today, I will be hanging out with the folks at That One Time I Was Abducted by Aliens channel here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do the magic trick of making these bottles disappear.
Oh my God, you got to hear that one. We got to go to that one for sure because they get a little crazy.
We get a lot crazy.
Get a little crazy. I'll be watching that one for sure. And for me, please, Sunday is going to be a good show. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I'm not quite sure. I'm going to go with what I've been building, the show I've been working on. I think I am, but I just can't say. I am going to drop the promo this afternoon, so I have to make my decision by then. I stayed up last night working on the show, and it is coming along, but I just didn't know if I was going to go with it. So you will have to all wait, but I hope there is going to be a show for sure, no matter what. So, come on over on Sunday, 5 p.m. Mountain, and we'll have some fun with that. Miss Still says for everybody to enjoy your stinky cabbage. So again, everybody, thank you for coming and joining us here for a little of the St. Patrick's Day trivia. Fun facts anyway. But thank you, Enzo, for being here and joining me today. Appreciate it. So everybody,
pleasure.
we shall see you guys on the flip side.